What up, though? I am Fontaine the Titan, and we about to start breaking down these chakras. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And we go start off by saying, what are the chakras, right? My homeboy ended up hitting me in my inbox asking me. He asked me, he said, you mentioned the chakras in your last video. What are the chakras? He said, I tried to look them up, couldn't find no information on them. So I already knew what his problem was because he spelled chakras Shokras, or however he spelled it, but he spelled it with an SH. So first things first, the chakras spelled Chakras. All right, we're about to get into this thing. The chakras in Hinduism, the chakra is thought to be an energy node in the human body. The word comes from the Sanskrit kars, meaning wheel or circle. The seven main chakras are described as being aligned in ascending column from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Each chakra is associated with a certain color, multiple specific functions, an aspect of consciousness, a classical element, and other distinguishing characteristics. The chakras are thought to vitalize the physical body and to be associated with interactions of both physical and mental nature. They are considered loci of life energy or prana, which is thought to flow among them along pathways called nadis and are part of a transcendent principle. The energy that was unleashed in creation, called the kundalini, lies cold and sleeping, and it is the purpose of the yogi to arouse this energy and cause it to rise back up through the increasingly subtler chakras until union with the divine is achieved in the crown chakra at the top of the head, right? So these are the location of your chakras, right? You have your root chakra, which is between the sexual organs and the anus. The sacral chakra, which is 4 fingers above the genitalia. The solar plex chakra, which is halfway between the navel and the rib cage. You see the heart chakra is in the center of the chest. The throat chakra is in the throat area and in the neck region. The third eye chakra is in the middle of the head behind the eyebrows, that third eye, that pineal gland, and the crown chakra is at the top of the head. As you can see, they're associated with the different colors from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. All right. So to break this down a little bit further, we have this book right here, Llewellyn's Little Book of Chakras by Cindy Dale. And I'm bringing out this little book right here because we ain't about to go through this book right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? But just to let you know, this book is called The Complete Book of Chakras, your definitive source of energy center knowledge for health, happiness, and spiritual evolution. This is also by Cindy Dale, and you can get you chakra books out here. It's a whole heap of chakra books out here for you to be able to go ahead and get involved in, to increase your knowledge, get things to a higher level. But we're going to deal with this one right here because this is just the introduction, and we go delve into all of the 7 major chakras as we continue on further. But for right now, we just go give you a quick overview of what the chakras are all about, all right? So we're going to take you here. It says, there are physical and subtle energies defined as measurable and immeasurable, respectively. The differences between these explain the distinction between your bodily organs and your chakras. And because your chakras are subtle organs, not physical, they are able to accomplish all of the following goals. All right? So here's what your chakras are doing for you. They serve a part of your body, including a nerve plexus and or endocrine gland. They regulate physical elements, creating healthy interactions with the natural world. Determine your susceptibility to immunity toward and recovery from a variety of diseases, illnesses, addictions, allergies, traumas, and more. They manage emotional and mental issues, create psychological constructs to encourage success in work and relationships, run psychic or intuitive abilities, receive messages from the world and interpret them, share messages with the world affecting how others will respond, store memories to retrieve when needed, nurture a special part of your spiritual identity. And of course, plenty more. This is just a rundown of what she's saying real quick, but it's definitely more. So what you got to understand about your chakras is that, you know, as they become unbalanced, damaged, we got to go back and we got to repair them and balance them. And a lot of our trauma and stuff that we done went through in our life is based on the fact that we are living in our lowest level of humanity, living in our root chakra and our sacral chakra and so forth, and having healed our heart chakra, and now we can't get into our higher selves. Because when we get into our higher selves, we're talking about the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. We're talking about getting into that higher aspect, that higher consciousness, and leaving the humanity aspect, the lower aspects of the chakras at peace, and getting those together so we can get into higher levels, right? It says here, also called centers, points, bodies, and nodes, each of the 7 embodied chakras serves the 3 main aspects of your being. Most of us realize that we have or are a body, mind, and soul. The body is your physical self. Your mind is the expression of feelings and thoughts, which creates emotions and beliefs. And we talked about the emotional frequencies that come from the way you think. If you've been following my previous videos, we building up so you can get higher understandings, right? We're taking it step by step. So don't worry, we go get there. It says, in your soul is a timeless aspect of you that seeks to understand the self, reality, and the divine through experiences. It says chakras manage functions for each of these 3 parts of you in the following ways. So, physically, right, serving the body, spatially, each of the 7 embodied chakras anchors in a nerve plexus, a branch made of interconnecting nerves and blood vessels, connects to an endocrine gland which makes hormones and regulates an area of the body. This means each chakra is responsible for a certain set of physical conditions, right? And we go through which chakra affects which organs and all of that stuff later, right? But just understand what we're getting through. It all matter. Everything is connected. These chakras are a big key, a big part of everything that we are all about. This is like the superpower within us that we don't even know is there. And if we don't have control over it, then we're not going to be able to get into the superpower that we really are, right? So it says psychologically serving the mind. It says every chakra manages distinct feelings and thoughts. Together, these form the basis of emotions and beliefs. Some emotions and beliefs are positive, motivating us toward goodness and success. Others are destructive or neutral at best. The latter trap us in psychological constructs that are repressive, depressive, or anxiety-producing. Chakras can formulate either type of construct, which in turn affects our attitudes, activities, and relationships. So as I was saying in my previous video, if your chakras is not in line, then you're probably not going to have a successful relationship. And that's why a lot of people be out here cheating. See, we getting right into it. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually what the chakras do. Serving the soul. It says each chakra supports our spiritual well-being and our way of expressing our divinity in the world. As part of this effort, various psychic or intuitive gifts are linked to each chakra. These enable us to receive guidance, mature our consciousness, and share the light that we truly are, right? These are the chakras, right? When we getting into this real heavy. As I said, boom, you got 7 major chakras, right? So your root chakra is associated with the adrenal glands, the kidneys, the spinal column, and the leg bones, right? The sacral chakra is associated with the gonads, the prostate, the reproductive system, the spleen, and the bladder. The solar plex chakra is associated with the pancreas, the liver, the digestive tract, the spleen, the stomach, and the gallbladder. The heart chakra is associated with the thymus gland, the heart, of course, the lower lungs, the skin, the hands, and the circulatory system. The throat chakra is associated with the thyroid gland, the throat and the jaw areas, the lungs, and the vocal cords. The third eye chakra is associated with the pituitary gland, the brain, the left eye, the ears, the nose, and the central nervous system. And it says the crown chakra is associated with the top of the head, was associated with the pineal gland, the upper brain, and the right eye. So what you got to understand is these chakras is a part of a whole lot of cool stuff, right? You get into this information, makes your head explode, right? Boom, we getting there, right? Got a couple of other little notes here that I put in on the chakras, right? The root chakra is associated with the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, all right? The sacral chakra is associated with Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, okay? The solar plex chakra is associated with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay? And the heart chakra is associated with Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, all right? So the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra do not have zodiac signs associated with them. And there is a reason for this. And I'm going to break this down to you real quick, right? So in one of my previous videos, I was explaining how Jesus is representation of the sun in the sky and the zodiac signs. The reason why he had 12 disciples following him is because the goal is to understand is that your zodiac is equivalent to the 12 disciples in the Bible and vice versa. So what they're telling you is you have to discipline your zodiac signs. So that's why the first four chakras are associated with zodiac signs and the top three are not. Because after you get past the heart chakra, you have and balance the things below. That means you have disciplined your zodiac sign. So if you ever had your astrological chart read to you, you can understand that there are aspects about yourself that you probably don't understand, but it can pinpoint directly things that you need to balance out. So all of it is interconnected, the astrology, the chakras, the kundalini energy, and you can get insight on all of this. But remember that it all starts in the mind as well. The mind is all, the universe is mental. So you get your mental together, and that's what helps you balance your chakras out and to heal your damaged chakras, right? So when you look at the heart chakra in the middle, because in certain, in the Western philosophy, they got the crown chakra as white, right? So dig this. When you hold your arms out, right? What do you look like? You look like Jesus on the cross, don't you? What's right there in the middle? Your heart chakra. You got the three chakras below you and you got the three chakras above you, right? So once you balance out your heart chakra, you have, and you balanced out your lower chakras, you are on your way to rising up to the highest level, right? So Jesus died on the cross. He died for 3 days. That represents your three next chakras that you're going to, right? And then he ascended. You got to make it all make sense to you, right? So I got to put in the biblical aspects of it to you for you Christians out here who need to get a deeper understanding of what all is in the Bible and everything means. When I tell y'all that the Bible is based on astrology, is based on numerology, is based on the chakras, kundalini energy, it's based on all of this stuff. You just have to know how to interpret the occult side of it. You know, you have to look into the allegorical side of it to see what they really talking about when they explaining these stories in your Bible. And it's the same thing with any other doctrine as well. It's the same thing with the Quran and the Torah and all of that. It's nothing but allegorical information that you have to learn to interpretate who you are within yourself, right? So I ain't trying to get all off the square here. I just wanted to introduce the chakras, give you a little bit of insight on a few things that they mean. And trust me, we go get into this book right here. We definitely go get into this book, and we definitely go get more into this book as well. And we go get into a whole bunch of high level energy when it comes to breaking down these chakras. So we go break them down one at a time, starting from the root all the way on up to the crown. And stay tuned for those so we can break down, get our chakras balanced, get them in line, get some healing going on, and take everything to the next level so that we can get into the most powerful spiritual aspect of who we are within our divinity as we move forward. With that being said, that's the introduction for you. Enjoy the series as I continue on, and I'm gonna put them out as I feel like it, right? Like, subscribe, share once again. Successful, peaceful, prosperous, and healthy. Peace to the fam. Holla.